wrap for Melody Shari on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's officially announced that she will not be returning to the reality TV series. Look, there have been a lot of signs that Melody was done with OWN, that she was done with Carlos, because she unfollowed him. She's said some things on social media, and most recently, she revealed some things about her issues with the show and how it's being produced. And someone, a producer on her show, basically wanted to be her TV manager, and when she said no, she felt as if there was retaliation.
Just when everyone thought the drama in Love and Marriage Huntsville had finally settled, Nell Fluchter has flipped the story in a way that nobody saw coming. The same Nell who once stood at the center of the chaos, throwing shade and backing Martel's side, is now publicly begging Melody Shari to come back. Yes, you heard that right. Nell, who once couldn't stand Melody, is now pleading for her return. And fans can't decide whether to laugh, roll their eyes, or actually feel a little sorry for her. Because what's happening right now in Huntsville isn't just another round of reality TV drama, it's a story about regret, karma, and realizing too late who really held everything together.
Mayweather.
Over the years, I've been put in these situations many a times. Sometimes I walked away, sometimes I took it head on. And I feel that if I'm pushed too far, which I feel that I'm already at a tipping point right now, that yeah, we will be fighting.
For years, Nell acted like she was untouchable. She played the game, made her alliances, and thought she was sitting comfortably in the show's good graces. But that was before everything started crumbling, before the cameras stopped capturing real emotion, before the fans started tuning out, and before the whole cast realized that the heart of Love and Marriage Huntsville was never the drama. It was Melody. And now that she's gone, the show feels empty, broken, and lost. To understand how we got here, we've got to rewind.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm finna post something on my story. All these ops licking up and all this, because the fact doesn't matter, like, and you said a comment, and I addressed it at one point, but you said a comment, and I don't know where we were, but you was like, she ain't ever want Stormy to be on this show. Sweetie, I'm the reason she's on this show. And I can pull them receipts out too. As things continue to air and play out, I'll come back over here to this internet and pull them out. Quit playing with me. I'm not playing. It's 2024. I don't care. I'm not playing. I'm gonna tell all y'all's facts and truths. I just am.
Back to when Melody Shari was the shining center of Huntsville, strong, stylish, and impossible to ignore. She wasn't just another cast member, she was the reason people tuned in every week. Even when she was in tears, even when she was being betrayed on national television, viewers rooted for her. Because Melody had something rare: authenticity. She made success look powerful, but pain look human. But that honesty came with a price. As her marriage to Martel Holt started falling apart, the tension within the cast grew. Some rallied behind her, but others, including Nell, saw an opportunity. Nell positioned herself quietly among the people who downplayed Melody's pain and questioned her every move.
Beauty, 7th Avenue Beauty, 7th Avenue Beauty. Buy your products, buy your products, buy your products. Hey, get your little scrub. Hey, get your little brown. We are live right now over on TikTok. Y'all come join us. We getting started, all right? 7th Avenue Beauty. It's cool. 7th Avenue Beauty. We getting started. Come on over.
When Melody started pulling away from the group, Nell wasn't there to understand her, she was there to criticize her. At first, it looked like Nell's loyalty to the rest of the cast was paying off. She got more screen time, more conversations, and a louder voice. But what she didn't realize was that the very foundation she was standing on, the drama, the tension, the back and forth, was built around Melody's presence. Once Melody decided to step away, the balance shifted completely. Suddenly, the storylines felt forced. The arguments didn't land. The audience didn't care as much. And Nell, who had built her name in opposition to Melody, found herself standing in a spotlight that didn't shine as bright anymore. But here's the twist nobody saw coming: Nell's downfall didn't happen all at once.
Get that backwards, allegedly. Allegedly.
This is so
It
sad.
seems.
No, it's not
Hold
so
on,
real.
hold on.
You're a pathetic-
Martell,
No,
Melody,
you are.
hold on,
Your
please,
ugly shoes.
please, please, hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Destiny.
I don't want nothing and don't need nothing. God is my source and has been since I left your dusty ass.
Okay.
It started subtly. A few awkward interviews. A couple of cryptic social media posts. Some fans noticed her tone softening, almost as if she was trying to rewrite history. Then came the real shocker, Nell publicly speaking about how much she respected Melody's work ethic, her strength, and what she brought to the show. Fans were quick to call it out. Girl, wasn't this the same Nell who was throwing shade just a year ago? One person commented. Another wrote, now that the show's sinking, she wants the captain back. And honestly, that's exactly what it looks like. The same people who once acted like Melody was the problem are now realizing she was the glue holding it all together. Behind the scenes, things have gotten worse. The OWN network is reportedly not happy with the show's performance since Melody's exit. Ratings have dropped. Viewer engagement has slowed down. And even longtime fans are saying what everyone in production already knows: the spark is gone. Without Melody, Love and Marriage, Huntsville feels like a car running without gas. Sure, it still moves a little, but not with the same power. Not with the same energy that made people fall in love with it. Now, Nell finds herself in a corner. The alliances she once relied on are fading. The drama that once made her relevant has dried up. And she's realizing that the person she helped push away might be the only one who can save the show and her career. Her interviews now sound different. There's a sense of regret in her voice, a tone that says she knows she went too far. She talks about missing the old energy, wanting the group to come back together, and understanding Melody's perspective. But fans aren't fooled. They've seen this playbook before: the damage control, the soft apologies, the quiet rewrites of history. What really hit people hard, though, was Nell's recent social media post where she called Melody the heartbeat of Huntsville. For someone who once criticized Melody's every move, that's a big turnaround. And while it may sound like flattery, many think it's nothing more than desperation. Because right now, Nell needs Melody more than ever. The show is losing traction, her name isn't trending like it used to, and the fans are tuning out. Meanwhile, Melody has moved on to new projects: music, business, speaking engagements, and she's thriving without the constant chaos. She doesn't need the show anymore. But the show? It desperately needs her. And that's where this gets emotional. Because while Nell is begging for Melody's return, Melody hasn't said a word. Not a tweet, not a comment, not a hint of response. She's choosing silence. And that silence speaks louder than any interview ever could. For years, Melody was forced to fight her battles publicly as a woman, a mother, and a business owner. She had to defend her name while others laughed, shaded, and whispered behind her back. Now, she finally has the upper hand. She doesn't have to argue anymore because her success speaks for itself. But still, fans can't help but wonder, will Melody ever come back? Could she forgive those who turned on her? Or will she let them sit in the mess they created? If she did return, it wouldn't be as the same Melody who once played nice. She'd come back stronger, wiser, and fully in control. She'd set the rules this time. No more fake friendships. No more backhanded alliances. No more pretending for the cameras. But here's the catch: she might not want to come back at all. Because when you've found peace, sometimes returning to chaos isn't worth the fame or the money. And that's what makes this so painful for Nell. She's not just facing the loss of a co-star, she's facing the reality that she burned a bridge she may never rebuild. She's realizing that sometimes, you don't know what you've lost until it's gone, and sometimes, it's gone for good. Fans have been loud about it, too. Under every Love and Marriage, Huntsville post, comments flood in saying the same thing. Bring Melody back. She was the show. This season feels empty without her. And when Nell tries to post anything, the replies are relentless. People call her out, remind her of her past comments, and demand accountability. For a woman who once felt like she had the upper hand, it's got to be a humbling experience. But maybe, just maybe, that's what she needed. Because sometimes, growth starts when pride finally breaks. The real question now is, what will Melody do? Will she return to Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and reclaim her crown? Or will she watch from a distance as those who once doubted her finally realize her worth? If she does decide to come back, it'll be on her terms: full creative control, public apologies, and a guarantee that the narrative won't be twisted again. Because this time, she knows her value. But if she chooses to stay away, it might be the final chapter for the show as we know it. Without her, Love and Marriage, Huntsville could slowly fade into the background, another reality show that lost its spark when it lost its heart. And Nell? She'll be left standing in the ruins, wondering how everything slipped away. In the end, this isn't just a story about reality TV, it's a story about pride, regret, and the price of betrayal. Nell's plea for Melody's return is more than just about ratings or fame. It's about realizing, far too late, that not every rivalry is worth the loss of someone genuine. Melody doesn't owe anyone a return. She doesn't owe forgiveness, or friendship, or even closure. She's already shown what true strength looks like, walking away when staying would have meant losing herself. So maybe the real lesson in all of this isn't about who wins or who comes back. Maybe it's about knowing when to stop begging for what you broke and start learning from what you lost. Because while Nell is finally begging Melody Shari to return and save her, the truth is, Melody doesn't need saving. She already saved herself. And that, right there, is what makes her the real star of Huntsville, whether she's on the show or not.